Yes, I think yesterday we were started with Power BI service, right? Within Power BI service, we are going to see few more right points what is to be discussed today. So let us see that one by one. Okay. So we talked about what is Power BI Pro versus what is Power BI Premium. What are the different types of capacities? So we have it. We have seen it within Premium, right? And we have also talked about premium queues also, right? So what is meant by premium queues? Like how many it will refresh at a time, how many data sets it can refresh at a time. So based on the premium capacities, right? So we talked about that, correct? And we also, yeah, so what is the dashboard and what is a report in Power BI server, right? So that is something we have to see now. Okay, so whatever we develop here in desktop, right? So we have this as a report, or this is as a page, or we call this as a tab also, like one page equal to one tab also we can call, or one report view, right? So in the server, right, when you go into the server, right, so we have this okay, let me go to one of the report. So we have the workspace is there, right? So workspace. So within the workspace, there are a lot of workspaces like team 18. We have published something, correct? So in the team 18, you could see these two are there, right? If I go to this one of the dashboard, I mean this one, right? So where using this particular n number of dashboards, so we can create a new dashboard using multiple different reports also. For example, what do I say different reports is, here you could see ACM scorecard is there, and we have COVID-19 report is there. So using these two kind of reports, so we can make one different report also. For example, so let's say I go to this particular one. So I have some visual here, right? So if you could see properly here, there is some option called pin is there, PIN, pin to a dashboard. This three dots is there, pin to a dashboard, right? So we could do that, like for example, or if you want to pin only this visual, single visual, so we could do that. Okay, so like you could see this is a option, it is pin coming. So in desktop, we don't see that option. For example, I go to here. So we have one dashboard, anything of course, right? So if you could see, we don't get that three options only we get in the visual. What are the three options? Look, let's go to here only. Yeah. So when you click on here, you could see this is a filter option, focus mode. This three dots is coming. In this spotlight, table, so these three options are there. So when you go to here in the service, you have more options, right? So what are there? You could see these three dots, more options. So we could do spotlight, right? So similarly, so we can export the data, show as a table. All these things are there. Apart from this, you can copy visual as an image, okay? And pin option is there. If you want to pin whole dashboard, we can pin it with whole dashboard like here. If you want to pin only single one, like a single visual, then we use this pin visual, right? So we will see both of them together now, okay? So when I pin it, when I say pin, so you want to create a new dashboard or existing. So I do not see any existing dashboard. So I will say new dashboard, okay? So dashboard new, right? So dashboard, for example, we can give any name, okay? In this case, I'm just given dashboard one. You could see, so we have a dashboard created. So we can go to the dashboard also. You could see this is the dashboard which we have created from other data. So here, so what and all we can do it is, right? So we can add few things also here. Yeah, so here, so we can go to this edit, right? So within that we can add the dashboard theme, whatever you want it. We can add the theme. See, I just added the dark theme, right? So it will be like we can add this theme. We can also add tile, TILE tile. First of all, let's go to this particular one. Like I go to this team 18, so ACM scorecard. So I will also have some images pinned here. For example, I'll pin the entire one. You could see pin to the dashboard. Entire page will be pinned. You could see pin to this new dashboard one only, not new one. Pin to this particular one. Go to the dashboard, and you could see, right, entire page will be pinned, right? So see, entire page is pinned, and it has been given for us, right? So that is like entire page also we can pin it, or individual visuals also we can pin it from different dashboards. Okay, clear guys, all of you so far? So we can also go to this. Okay, apart from pinning, you could see there is a content called new dashboard one has come. So this is, so combination of multiple dashboards we can create. So multiple reports we can create a dashboard. How can we do it? Is only option is pin, 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 right? Using pinning option, we could do that. Pinning can be done for whole visual or some of the individual visuals also we can do the pinning. Okay. So this is one thing. So we can also do some more things called add a tile. Add a tile. Pinning is different. Tile is different. Okay. So I can go to here. I can add an image also here. Image or video, something like this we can add. For example, I just go to here. I just take this, copy this. I just go to here, video, next, right? So I give the URL, right? So display title and URL, or if you want to give this name, we could give it, or subtitle or name. But here it is saying see, it should be given. Okay. This is something it is showing why it is valid URL. Okay, so I just take it off. Here I give the link. Sorry, I just go to here, maybe give this link, right? So here I just provide this link. It should be given as a apply option for us. Okay. See, open custom link in the same tab, or you want to open in a different tab. So that also we can give it. Okay, here I think I have to give beginning with HTTPS only. I'm giving, yes. Okay, let me cancel it. I just go to here, add title, image, video, right? So video, and so wherever star is there, that we want to give it. Here star is there, I just give it. Okay, again the same issue. It should take that actually, like here, video, next. Yeah, I give in this here. set as custom link, and we give this URL, and something I type it, display title and subtitle. Yeah, something has come. I think this URL, there was a problem. Maybe like I have given different one. So here, yeah, I'll go to the playlist. So I just give one link. Yeah, anyways, it is that any link we are giving it. So it is having, it is getting supported. Okay, so click on, if you want to open in a new one, then we can give it. So you could see it. So when we add this tile, then you could see there is there has been like one come here, right? So we can even move this also, drag it or move it. So what I have given was, okay, so edit details, delete tile or pin tile, edit details, hyperlink. So all these things can be done again, right? So I think we should move this one here. We can move this one also. Okay, edit mode. So this is styling. It is editing. Here we could move this one also, but I'm not seeing that. Yeah, now I can see it. Yeah. Now you could see, so with the tile we are able to do this. Okay, and yeah, we can also add images also, add tile image also, we can add it. For example, let's search with NU Infotech. Right, so we will have some image. So let's say copy address, right? Copy image address or something. I don't see this coming up. Okay, we can give link or web content, right? So give that, I just selected web content, provide this. Okay, click on next. Here we have to give the code, web content code. Yeah, click on apply. Now you could see, so that will be added into the dashboard. Here I think that has to be edited again. This one, 3 dots, edit details. So this one we want to use at a custom link. Apply it. So it should be given as an image actually, right? See, basically I want to tell you here, using tile option, right? Using tile option, we can add a few more things. Water dull, image, text box, video, all those things we could do that. Okay, apart from that, so we can also add visuals from different dashboards also, right? From different dashboards, so we can get those visuals, and we can make that dashboard. Okay, so that is also there. Clear, all of you so far? What is meant by tile and what is meant by report and dashboard in Power BI? Right, so let me go to the notes. Report, what is a report and what is a dashboard in Power BI server or service, right? So collection of visuals in a page or workbook, we call it as a report, right? Collection of visuals here. So we have, 2 or more visuals are there, we call this as a report or a tab. So I already told you, right? So we can create a dashboard using different reports using pinning option. for a particular visual or whole page as well, we can pin it. Okay, so we can create dashboard from multiple reports, but the problem is if we create a lot of dashboards and if you create one report, we will face performance issues because data needs to be loaded from different sources, right? So for this reason, we have not done much dashboard creation on the Power BI service much. You can say this reason. For this reason, we have not done dashboard creation on Power BI service much, right? So we have not done much dashboards creations. Okay. Up to 2 different dashboards, performance will be okay. But if you go beyond 2 reports, right, performance of the dashboards will be very less. Like for example, in this case, I have created. So one is ACM, one more is COVID report. 2 only means it will be little bit okay, right? If you go more than that, you face again challenges in the dashboard performance issues. So that is the reason better. So we can go to here and we can use only this one. Which one? A report itself, we can go through that instead of making the dashboards. Always this is about in real time, mostly we will create reports only, not the dashboards, right? Hope all of you understood what is the difference between dashboard and report. Yeah, next one is, if you could say, what is tiles in Power BI service? We already told just now. While creating the dashboard, not on the report. Okay, in report, tiles will not be supported. While creating the dashboard on Power BI service, using tiles, we can add some add-on features like video links, images, text box, and web contents, etc. So which we have seen already practically just now. Okay. So next we will move on to, so what is the difference between workspace and app space? What is the difference between workspace and app space? So we already know that. Okay, so my workspace is what we have seen it, and workspace is also, these are all workspaces. My workspace is a personal space where it is individual person can do that. Sharing is also there nowadays. Workspace means this one, dedicated project, where we can create a folder and we can keep the content there. Correct? So what is the difference between workspace and app space? They're saying this is the apps and this is workspace. What is the difference between them? So when you go to this particular one, Team 18 or whatever, right? So this COVID-19 US whatever sample, right? So we have an option called edit. So when you go to this edit mode, so we get as it is, like however we are in, Power BI desktop, we can do, visual changing or development, everything we could do that here in the service also, right? So we are able to do service also, but only thing is we cannot create a new measure or new column, right? New measure, we cannot do that. New column, we cannot do that. And what is that? We cannot do it. Data modeling, we cannot do it. Rest of the things, what we do it in desktop, we could do it here also. Yeah. So Deepak, can you tell me what is edit interactions in Power BI? Edit interactions. Hello. This is buttons and edit interactions. We have it. Okay, fine then. So let's move on. Yeah, so workspace, right? So in workspace, we can go to edit mode and we can develop visual similar to that. And when we go to the reading view, it will be like normal again, right? Then we will go to the app space. This is the app space. Here, you could see, so these are the apps currently it is there, but we can move this Team 18 to creating an app, and we can move that content to the app space, right? So creating an app, Team 18, name is Team 18, and we can give, test. I'm just giving some description, right? And logo also we can give it whatever you want it. color. Okay, so then so we can give this permissions also, like show contact information, show publisher, or if you want to give a group, let's say distribution list is there, DL, like group of people will be there in one mail only, so that we will give distribution list so that we can publish that particular app, right? So before that we can also go to the navigations. So what and all content is there, we can see these two are there. And so yeah, so permissions, right? Who and all wanted to access this particular one, right? So entire organization means everyone will access it who have this link, right? So it will be accessed. So we'll give individuals or groups. Like for example, individuals means one by one mail ID like this I have to give, like test one, test user one. Instead of this, if you create a DL, distribution list, right? So there is a lot of, let's say, sales people or India region marketing unit, or region is India. Out of India, all the people I want to give access, only like few of them. That people I can add it to that group. I can only give one group at a time. Instead of giving every individual user, it will be difficult. In future also, we don't have to come and delete that user, right? If it is there in the group, the in group that user is removed means automatically the access will be removed, right? So that is the use of distribution list. I talked about distribution list in the row level security class. Please go through that. Okay. Yeah, publish it. When you publish it, see, please complete all the plan. Okay. Okay. It is saying please complete specific mail or individual or show publisher only. I'll go with. So just see, when you publish an app has larger distribution, it might take time to process. Typically it takes 5 to 10 minutes, but it won't take for us 5 to 10 minutes. So it is done. So because our has, so we had less data. So that is the reason you could see. So we have a brand new app also created, right? So in app space, right? In app space, so we don't get that edit option and all, right? Here it is only users can view this particular dashboard, right? And if they can go to this edit app, this is one thing they can do it, right? If they go to edit app, then they can go to this particular workspace. But edit app is only given for administrator only. For me only it will be there in this case, not for everyone, right? So when you go to this app space, right? So you could see dashboard one is there, ACM scorecard is there, right? So we can also go to this full screen mode to see this also, right? And we can also click on this one. Here we don't have to do control plus click, KPI view and PM view. So like that we can navigate. So and one more benefit is, so we can give the filters here only. Instead of this one, we can try to give filters here only, so that we don't have to give extra space again here. Okay. And if you want to reset it, let's say I have applied this one project manager, I have some data coming up. Okay, something like this it is coming. So we have a reset option here only. Reset the filters. See, reset means it will go to the normal state. However, it was there, normal state, it has given. Right? So this is again bookmarks. We could do that. If we want to see always this page, we can favorite that bookmarks, right? So this is something is there. And yeah, so this is also refresh, and we get these options. We don't get it like for end users to go to the edit mode, right? So they can only see this way. Okay. Similarly, this report, so we could see it here. If you want to share it, we can share this embedded code. We can share it. Export this one to PowerPoint, PDF, Excel, and so we have this file, save as a copy or print this page, right? We cannot share that PBIX here. And subscriptions, we have it here. add a new subscription, which we have already talked about yesterday, right? So we can give this, right? So whenever data refresh happens or something, we need to get the update. So that is all about, workspace and app space. Okay, let us go to the nodes. In workspace, we can do the scheduling the report, right? So this is one thing we will discuss now. In workspace, we can do the data scheduling the report, but in app space, we cannot do that. For example, I go to the edit mode. So right now we are in app space. We can go to the data sets here, so you could see ACM scorecard is there. So there is something called schedule refresh, right? So schedule refresh, we could do that. So personal gateway is there. So it is not reachable, it seems, because I have, okay. So how to download these gateways? Personal gateways. Let me download quickly. So you can go to this particular one, like these three dots are there, right? These three dots. There is something called download. You can download Power BI Desktop, latest version, or Gateway, Report Builder, Power BI for mobile, all these things. In this ways, I have to click on this gateway. Here, two kinds of gateways are there: standard mode and personal mode. Personal means only one person, so we always go with standard mode only. So in this case, we cannot install or set up the standard mode in our case here, because we are not a licensed version. So we can download the personal mode. So once we download, it is 300 MB is there. It will be done in few, based on the internet speed, it will be done. So basically what I do is, in this case, I just go to this one. So downloads, this is the already downloaded one. Yesterday I downloaded that same one. I just go and set up this particular one right now, right? So I just go run as an administrator, because it needs the administrator permissions, right? Just I will run as an administrator. Okay, so before it runs, let's go to this our topic. I'm just trying to install this gateway, right? So what is the use of gateway? You will understand that. Okay, you could see what is the difference between workspace and app space. In a workspace, we can do the scheduling the report to get the latest data, right? So we can do changes in the report. Similarly, what we do it in Power BI Desktop, apart from creation of new measures, columns, and data modeling. And so we can create dashboards from multiple reports in workspace, right? So it is like in workspace, we can do the scheduling the report to get the latest data, and also to refresh the tiles. Also tiles, we know, right? Images or something. Let's say if I change the name of that YouTube channel or YouTube whatever video, right? The names and all, it has to updated for that actually. Okay, so I think there is some pop-up here. It is saying to install it. I clicked on yes, so it will start doing its process. Okay, in app space, we can give the access to the list of users, and we cannot do any work. Okay, I accept these terms and conditions and click on OK. Okay, so that it will start. Okay, so in app space, we can give access to the list of users. So we cannot do any work like small changes also in the app space. So which we have already seen it. I told here, right? So we cannot do anything work related thing. We cannot do anything in app space. It is only users can access the dashboard in app space, right? Is it clear, all of you? It is only users can access that dashboard in the app space, right? So with Power BI apps, you can create collection of dashboards and reports and publish these collections as apps to your whole organization or specific people or groups, right? So this we can do it with Power BI apps. We can create a dashboard from multiple reports. All right. So for you as a, like we can create and manage easily. Like if you are admin, so we can do that. Okay, we can individual reports, we could do that. So this is the difference between app space and workspace. Any questions anyone has? Yeah, so let's go and see this one. It is already getting installation, right? On-premises data gateway, personal mode. On-premises data gateway only, standard mode is for office purpose, we use it. Personal mode also we can give it for office purpose, but only one person can have the privileges there, not like multiple people. Okay. Yeah. So let's go to the next question. What is content packs? See, if you don't know, if you don't understand something, please let me know. Okay. So what are content packs? Right. So when you go to this particular area, not this one, like in the app space only here. So when you go to here, app space area settings, right? Settings option, not here, settings. So here, so we have this one. Sorry, these 3 dots we have it. Settings. Yeah, in the settings option, these options are every version, like some options are getting changed. Earlier it was showing here only, but now it is in this way. So you could see create a content pack or view a content pack. So when I say create a content pack, right? So yeah, it is going to this some learning notes. Create content pack or view content pack. Again, it is going there. Okay. Settings. I don't see that options. This is a new version which we have it here. Windows this app, unpublished app settings. So we have it here. Premium capacity means, so we can give this one as a premium. Yeah, so when it is premium capacity, right? So you could see dollar symbol here. There is a dollar symbol, we get it here. Like in the settings, premium, on the premium capacity, and per user central license, and save it. Only people who have premium user license will be able to access this workspace if you make this change. Okay, so yeah, so you could see there should be, yeah, you could see. So what is the difference between normal workspace and premium workspace? Can you tell me here, all of you? Yeah, if you don't say, I will only say. There is a dollar symbol is there, right? So this dollar symbol indicates the premium version. Other versions are normal only. Okay, so other versions are normal only. So here I should get some option called content packs. I'm not able to find that option. Okay.
Naveen, the new workspaces content packs are not there. It is a old workspaces only content packs having.
I see this content pack here directly, right here.
Yeah, but a content packs it is a sharing purpose. You are using the basic sharing and publish app only in the new workspace. Can you create the old workspace means there we are having the content packs.
Okay, okay. Let me tell you what is content packs before we go, whether it is there or not. Let us understand what is content packs. What do we do that? Okay, so basically, I will go to the settings here. So we have a create content pack is there. So let's go and see that how does we do that, or what does we do that. So basically, so within the content packs, after creating this workspace, right? So let me go and see. Okay, access OneDrive. I don't see content packs here as well. But let us learn it. Content packs. What do you mean by content packs? Yeah. You could see it here. In 3 months back, it was there, but now they have removed. They have Power BI workspace is different now. Look wise, like how it was there earlier. Okay, and you could see using content packs, we can enable the access through multiple users or groups at a time for multiple dashboards, reports, and datasets. It is like we just give the access to the multiple users, multiple dashboards and reports at a time using content packs. So nothing, we select the dashboards, reports, everything, and give that user one time so that access will be, instead of giving every report access, right? So we could give this. So basically how we can avoid this is, nowadays, if nobody, we will give, like, in folder, let's say, if I have to give access to particular people, right? So I can give, yeah, this is like access to that workspace actually. Here, when I go to here, workspaces, here if I go to here, so we are giving the access to the, so here, like what content, but particularly developers we give it. So for others, we give access here in app space, right? In app space, we give it content, and we give access here. So for example, edit, if you could see within here, so we can add that these are like viewer access. We can give members, individual members, we can give access, and there is one place where we can give, okay, so when you edit this one, settings, here we should see advanced, I don't see it here, yeah, so here, yeah, we can give the specific groups also, right? So we can give the distribution list, and we can give the access to the entire workspace. It is not like, okay, so we are giving particularly for administrator or something like that. So we give individual license, like access, we give it. Okay, so this is like premium capacity. So where, so we can choose this large storage format or whatever it is there, and where is the data which is available workspace for this one, right? Central India, right? We can choose where the data can store also, right? So this is also, we could do that, and we can save this, right? And it will be given as a dollar symbol, right? So that is the main thing. Here we can give access related one, like so yeah, as I said, right? So we can go to here in this advanced option. Here we could find, yeah, so workspace admins, we can give it here, specific users or groups, we can give the DL, distribution list. I do not see any DLs here. Yeah, DL, you could see DL, right? So this group has, let's say, 100 users or 200 users, all of them will be giving access, all of them will get access. It'll be like that, we can give it. So using content packs, we used to give that option, but now it is removed. Okay, clear guys, all of you? Yeah, so let's move on further. I think, let me see, this gateway is done. Yeah, you can see it is asking, can you give me the mail ID where we can set up this gateway, or where we can use this gateway for, right? So the mail ID should be, I have to give my mail ID, right? So I will give this one. Okay, Naveen, this one. Okay, view account. It will be better, like I can go to the view account. Yeah, so my account. Yeah, here I could see this mail ID. Copy this. Yeah, just I go give this mail ID so that that gateway will be there for my account. Naveen at, what is this one? On Microsoft.com. On my Microsoft.com. On Microsoft.com. See, Yeah, so what I'm doing is here, right? So I just given this mail ID and click on sign in, right? So when I do sign in, then I should get that. Right. So next you need to sign in, it seems here in this case. Yeah, it is taking some time. So this is gateway setup, how we can do it, right? So parallelly I have installed this gateway so that you can understand how to install this gateway also. Okay, what is this yeah, so here, so when you see this, okay, it is saying any mistake is there in mail ID, show details, it is saying some error is there. It is like we need to give our mail ID password, and then it should be able to log in us to the inside. Okay, see, always this problem with these gateways and all is, right, for example, so if I go to this my system, right, control manager, control task manager, sorry, task manager, right, when we go to the task manager, right, so when I install the gateway, it will always running in the backend, right? When you see these particular details here, it will be always running in the backend, this gateway and all. It will take a lot of memory consumption, so that is the reason not to keep this one in our missions. It's better not to keep it. You could see which is the one which is more taking memory. Power BI personal gateway, then Power BI desktop is taking, right? So performance, it will be always running in the back end, this gateway and all. So when I close this Power BI desktop, this will be shut down, but gateway will be still running, right? So when you see, so like how much it will take, like memory and CPU, all these things. So based on that only our system, if you have i3 processor, it will be very, very bad actually. So that is the reason we go for premium version. They will give more GB of RAM and all. Okay. So here in this case, actually, here I have to give. Yeah. So I just given that mail ID, but still it is to be network issues or something. Naveen at corporate trainer Naveen on Microsoft.com. Yeah. So I need to give my credentials, then it will be done. Okay. You may try it in your computer. Okay. So that is the gateway. So where we could do that, right? So content packs we have seen. Can we do changes in the published reports on the Power BI service itself? Can we do or not? Yes, we can do all the changes similar to Power BI desktop in server also, but on workspace, server also on workspace edit option, right? Yes, using workspace, using edit option on workspace, we can do all the changes similar to Power BI desktop in server also, right? So that is all that we have already seen it. But we cannot create a new measures and columns and data modeling, right, in the server. Okay. So where can we do the scheduling the reports? First of all, what is meant by scheduling? Right? Scheduling is every day I want to get latest data. In Pro account, how many times we can do the refresh? And Premium, how much we can do it refresh? Can anyone tell me?
In Pro
8 and
account,
48
8
times.
Yeah, so we have 8 and 48 times is what we have to refresh it. So how can we do the refresh? For example, this is the data set is there. So we have a refresh option here. I can do refresh now or schedule refresh. Refresh now means currently it will get refreshed. Or I want to do refresh daily basis. So I go to here on the gateway and do that. So here, so remember one thing, we don't need any gateway for cloud resources, cloud databases, right? So why I have taken this COVID report is, it is connecting from Azure Blob storage. That is a database which we have connected with, right? In this case, we don't need any gateway as such, right? So we could see, edit the credentials. So I will say, yeah, one person anonymous and public I will give, right? It is not a credentials which cannot be privacy. There's no data privacy is not there. So I just say sign in and it is done, right? So you could see this is done, right? So when we set up this data source credentials, this is very, very important. Even when you are connecting with the gateway or on-premises data, so we need to give the credentials of the database here. And when we go to here, so you could see, so we can get these options actually here. What are there? Daily is there, right? Daily refresh, if you want to do it, we could do that, right? And we can do, see, this is like I have, it has been given like, how many times are there? I have only given earlier. We can add it like this, add another timing. So we can give one timing here, maybe 10:30, I give it AM or PM, we can give it. And we can also add one more time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So why it is 9? Can anyone tell me why it is 9? We should only do 8 only, right? Why it is allowing 9 options also? Because I made the capacity as a premium. In premium, we could do 9 also, right? So you could see, so I can do in premium, how many we can do? 45 times we can do it, correct? So like this, we can do it, scheduling, all the timings we can add it. Zone also we can do, UTC, Universal Time, 5:30 Indian time, right? So if failure, if this is failure, we have to send a mail to this DL, distribution list, right? So we can give that distribution list also here, right? So we can give and we can say apply, so that it will be done. Okay, so this is how we can do the refresh. For example, now I go to here. This is we have okay, let me go to some other thing here. Yeah, here also I have COVID report only. So this is the same COVID report. So when I do the schedule refresh, right? So you could see schedule refresh, right? So we cannot do the schedule refresh. These options are blurred. See, we can right now it has been given. So we have to say update this particular one. Here we have to give the credentials also. It is already given public data, right? So that is the reason it is allowing it. If it is not public data, then we should have access to that particular workspace. Then only we can do it. You could see. So we have to add the timings like this. Add one time. right? So similarly, we just give these options. So we can only do 8 times only in normal versions. In premium, we can do 48 times, right? So in on-premises ones, like sorry, not the premium capacity, then we can only give 8 times. Is it clear, all of you? Hello.
Yes.
So here, if you could see, I have given almost 5 of them as of now. We don't get 8th, 9th option. We don't get it in the normal mode, right? In premium mode, we get 48 times. Usually, if even though it is there 48 times or 8 times, as per the data refresh, in most of the projects, we will have in a day, so we will have 2 times data refresh happens. So which means, so we can only do 2 times refresh only, even though 8 times, 48 times is there also, right? So yeah, but these options are there, but so that's what I wanted to say it, right? How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you seeing one more option to add it? No, right? Can you speak up, guys? Can you speak actually? Yeah, this is right.
Okay.
Can be given failures. If there is any refresh failure is there, it will send a mail to this distribution list. Let's say 5 users are there, BI team, right? 5 or 3 users are there. All 3 will send this mail. Okay. And here data source credentials, we have to give it for sure, right? Gateway is there. So we can turn on the gateway so that it will be acts as a bridge between this one. But here in this case, it is not getting allowed. I just downloaded this gateway and it is not happening. So let me run as administrator again. We'll see if it happens. Okay. So we just have to, you can try on your own. That gateway won't take much time. Yeah, you could see where we can do the scheduling the reports, right? In data sets, so we have schedule refresh option. Using that option, we can do the schedule on different intervals like daily and weekly, right? So what do you mean by daily and weekly is when you go to here, schedule refresh. So we have daily is there and weekly is there, right? So daily I want to run on these times, we could do that, or weekly I want to do it, I can do that. Okay, so that is the one. So we can do 8 times per day using Power BI Pro account and premium 48 times using premium account. If you need more than 48 times data refresh, then we have to go with live connection or direct query mode, right? So more than 48 times it is not allowed in premium also, right? So that is the reason we need to go with live connection or direct query mode. Okay, how to do it? I have clearly shown that in the data sets, we do this particular one, right? So gateway is something, if it is already set up is there, then we can use it. Or if you have access to the other standard gateways, then we can turn on it. We could use that gateway. So yeah, we will see. See, you don't need the gateway for this data set because all the data sources are in the cloud. But if you are using a gateway for enhanced control over how to connect, so that is what you could see. You don't need a gateway for cloud data sources. Cloud also only some of them. If it is required, then it will not give option schedule refresh, right? So for example, I go to a dashboard called right now in the workspace.
I mean, like that data source credentials is there, so we need to update anything in that one.
Yeah, in this case, okay, let me go to here. Yeah, let me tell you. So here there is something called ACM scorecard V6 is there, right? So when I go to schedule refresh, when I go to this option, see, this will not be enabled because, so we need to give the data source credentials. We cannot give the data source credentials also. It will not allow for us until we have the gateway, right? So this is gateway is there, but it is not reachable because I deleted it actually. Okay, let me remove it here. So basically this should be activated, right? So we need to install this gateway then only it can happen, right? You have to do the refresh, right? So what was your question? Can you tell me?
Yeah, that data credentialing, the data source credentials, right? So for me, I have tried it. I'm getting that error in that one only. So like you have shown that in that mail, like the data source, whatever the modifications you will be doing. So if that schedule refresh should happen, so we need to update that data source credentials, right?
Yes. See, first of
So
all,
that one,
in order to
yeah,
give the data source credentials, we need to have a gateway. If you're using
yes,
SQL Server or anything, on-premises
again.
gateway, right?
No, but
If,
it is not allowing to update anything there. So
first of all, you need
like
to
it's
set up
once,
a gateway. You need to install a
yes,
gateway.
Naveen, yeah, I have done that one. I have installed that one and I have done that.
Yeah, you need to activate it, right? So once we are done, you are done with that gateway, then you need to select that and apply it so that it will be active. Then you can do that. Okay.
Okay, Naveen, then today I will share you that screenshot. So what error I will be receiving.
Yeah, the dataset might be Excel. For that reason, he might be not
Yeah,
able to.
it should be on-premises SQL Server.
Yes, yes. No, that once we click on that, no, the gateway connection, yes, and the data source credentials, once we give, it will ask like new source and everything, the fields we need to update. So when I'm trying to give there, it is throwing a pop-up message like.
See, we'll see that separately. Now it is not required. So let's see understanding
Okay.
of this
I
one.
will share this.
See, basically, gateway is not being done by me or anybody else. It will be done by admin team in Office. Okay. It is like you don't have to set up it also, but it will be done by admin team. Okay. Clear?
Okay.
That you need to remember. We will not be doing any gateway setup. It will be done by admin team. Okay. So what setup should be done in order to do the schedule refresh, to do schedule the reports on regularly to get the new data from on-prem data sources, right? Clearly understand it is on-prem only, not with the cloud one. Cloud one, we don't need any gateway. Okay. So like if you could see, gateway should be installed in order to schedule the reports, right? So, but when you connect with Azure, we don't need a gateways to do the schedule refresh. Or with cloud connectors, so we don't need gateway setup for specific cloud data connectors, right? Specific cloud data connectors, we don't need a gateway setup also, right? So that is one thing. We will see that. We'll come back to that. So the next one is, what is a pin live page and pin visual in Power BI service? Can you tell me, any of you? So what is meant by pinning? What is meant by pinning? Using pin visual or pin page, report page, we can create a dashboard. Here using pin option, we can create a dashboard from multiple reports, right? Correct? So that we have seen it practically. How to disable the embedded link shared with others, right? So basically we share these links, embedded link. For example, I go to a dashboard, right? Content, I have this dashboard is there. I can share this embedded link here, not here, maybe like in workspace. Yeah. So here we get this embedded link option. Embedded, yeah, this link, right? So this link I share to other users also. Anyone can access it. It is a public link, right? For example, I want to share this link. Initially, they don't have access, but they want to see or they want to represent this one using this link. I can share it, right? But later I can disable those links, embedded link. You could see settings. So we have manage embedded codes are there, right? So when you go to manage embedded codes, you don't have any embedded codes as of now, but we can see the list of codes, we can delete them. It is simple option, we get to see delete them. Okay, so that is the thing, how to disable the embedded link, right? So that we could do that. Then so how to set alerts in Power BI report, alerts in Power BI report, right? So if you could see directly when I go to the dashboards, here, yeah, so when you go to this particular app space also and try to see some content, so there is options called alerts is there, like somewhere we see that alerts option. Yeah, so this way also there was one more place, but usually alerts are given here. Let's say I have a yeah, this one. I'll go to this content. Okay, so I will also go to the edit mode. I will take one measure. Okay, confirmed cases is there. I'll take it in a card visual, and we can also take, you know, any other visualizations like, you know. So yeah, so let it be cards. You could see it here within this particular one. I'll come back to this one, normal mode, reading view, save it. Okay, so I will pin this one to existing dashboard, this card visual. Okay, go to the dashboard. Now you can see, come down, you could see there is this card visual is there. Okay, again it has come to here. Okay, let me go to again what is it, app space, this one. Here we have this dashboard, correct? So here I see somewhere card visual, right? Where do you see card visual? You see it here or no? I don't see it. Yeah, maybe I will go to this one, ACM scorecard. So we have sorry, this one. In this one I have added some card somewhere here. Yeah, here confirmed cases, right? So I just pin it. What is happening here? This is a new one. Actually, I'm getting a little disturbed like while doing it. Here, pin existing dashboard one, pin it. So go to the dashboard, and then I could see that here somewhere. When I pin it, yeah, here are the cards. We have it, right? So when you see this option, there is something called manage alerts, right? Manage alerts is there. So this alerts option is there only for certain visuals only, not for bar chart or pie chart or donut chart. These visuals, these alerts will not be there, right? So when I go to the manage alerts, so we can set a rules, right? If the confirmed cases goes above 908A, right? If it is going 90,800, right? 800 above this particular condition, right? So at every like 1 hour, right? If the cases is going above this particular one, I want to send a email I want to send it, right? So whenever this is going above this level, right? So we want to send a rule. So we have that alert also, right? So you understand, right, guys, all of you? So basically we can set that alerts. If certain value is going to certain level, then we could set that particular levels. Okay, clear? So here I see apps. In dashboard only we can set the alert. One more thing. So in dashboard only we can set the alert, not in the normal report. Like for example, I go back. So here, so we have ACM scorecard. This is a normal one. So here also I can add that KPI visual. Maybe I can go to the edit mode, content. You could see, so not this one, workspace, team 18, right? So we have this data set. So this one is there. So we don't see that option there here. See, it will only, that option will be provided in only to add that, alerts and all only in the dashboards. Okay. Clear all of you, this one. So basically we can give the alerts. What do you mean by alerts is, right? So we can give the alerts here in the dashboards only, not on the workspaces. Sorry, not on the regular ones. Here, reports we cannot give it. Only in the dashboards we can give that particular alerts. I don't find this one option. Those are like missing actually cards. Right. So that is like basically alerts is one question interview they ask you. Right. So what is meant by alerts? So we have alerts option recently added to Power BI server. In dashboard, some of the visuals, so we can set some target value of the measure using alerts to send a notification to the end users if the values goes right. So if the value goes certain assigned value or exceeded, right? So that it will give a notification to the users, right? So that is the alerts. Yeah. Then next one is can end users download the data of the reports in Power BI? Yes, it is by default option which we have it where they want to download it. So click on particular visual and export that particular to CSV. You could see, so we're able to export that data to CSV, right? So that is also can be done here also. Any visuals, right? Export this data, right? What is this? Okay, this is something activation it is looking for. It is not related to Power BI. It is like activation of the software. Okay, fine then. We'll close it off. Yeah, you could see we can get the summarized data or underlined data. So CSV file or Excel SX. So both we can export the data using this particular option, right? So can end users download the data from Power BI means users can download data in two ways, Excel SX or CSV. Okay. So what is paginated report or paginated report? Paginated report, right? So yeah, let's talk about this paginated report. See, paginated report is there in SSRS reporting tool, SSRS, SQL Server Reporting Services tool, right? So SQL Server Reporting Services, it is part of MSBI. Earlier it was there. Nowadays mostly people are using Power BI only. They are stopped using this reporting tool. Similar to this paginated report functionality is there in SSRS, right? Nowadays people are asking, is that paginated reporting functionality is there in our Power BI also? right? So you could see paginated reports means the long standard report format in a SQL reporting services, now available in Power BI service also. These reports can be printed and shared. They are called paginated because there are format to fit too well on the page. For example, you could see I can go and extract only this visual data, export this data, and I can get only that particular visual information only. But if users want to extract some information exactly how they want it for their analysis purpose or to work on them, right? So we have standard reports. We can do it with paginated reports, right? Using that functionality, so we can develop a table kind of static report using paginated one. Using that, it is easy to download the standard report however they want it. How can we develop this paginated report in Power BI? So this is something, so we could do that, right? So what is this particular one? Power BI paginated report builder, right? So let's go to here. If you could see, there is something called settings option in the 3 dots. Settings option. Here is what we get it. Okay, yeah, settings option. Download. You could see paginated report builder. Paginated report builder. Right? Using this particular tool, we can also connect with the same data, whatever we have connected. It is also same like Power BI tool only. Paginated, right? Paginated. Okay. So paginated report builder. You need to download that particular tool, paginated report builder. Okay. And from there, you can develop this one and we can publish into the same workspace. You understand, right? All of you? It is 28 MB is there. So once we install that particular paginated tool, that is a different tool. So we can develop a report and publish into Power BI service workspace. So that users can download the paginated report, which properly designed to download by end users. Usually we can download it as it is, like whatever you want. But if you want specific format, then so we can develop using paginated report. We can publish the paginated report with Power BI Premium account only, not with the Power BI Pro. Okay, this is one thing you have to understand. So we can develop these paginated reports with Power BI Premium account only, not with the Power BI Pro. Okay, so if you have Premium Pro, then we could do that. You could see. So I think this is already there. So it is saying repair, right? So repair it. So just click on OK. So that paginated software will be installed. Power BI report builder setup, right? Using that, we can connect with the data and so we can develop the report. So that is a paginated report. You can go through these notes also. There is something I have provided this link also, right? For 7 things to know about paginated report, right? So understanding this one, like this is the one you could see, we can connect with the data and we can make a report. We can create a paginated report, right? And these are the data sources it is supported. Not like all of them it will be supported. Let's say I have Teradata, then it will be supported, right? So I have AWS, Amazon Web Services, it will not be supported, right? So these are the some data sources only it will support it. And you can see licensing of paginated reports, right? So we need to have either license version for embedded or have a Power BI Premium capacity of P1, P2, P3, right? So this should be there in order to work on these paginated reports. Okay, exporting. So we can do PDF, CSV, all these things. These are the limitations which we have it, right? So you can go through this link as I have given that link also here, right? You just need the understanding in order to talk in interview, right? What is meant by paginated reports, right? In this case, I have already downloaded this one, report PA builder, right? So I mean try with builder. Yeah, you could see Power BI report builder, right? So when you open this one, then we have to connect with the data and do that. Okay, and you can see this is the supported data sources which are listed here. We cannot connect with Excel and all. SQL server via gateway only we have to connect it, right? So these are all gateway only Power BI data sets like this. So like we have this data. This is a new tool, right? So where we can create a new report, right? So first of all, we need to sign in, and here, so we need to get the data and build it, right? So 99% nobody will use this tool. Okay, or you want as a table or matrix or charts, how you want it. So we could use that report builder and we can publish it. And this is allowed only in which one? Premium only. Okay. Mostly we don't use it. I never used it so far with this particular one, paginated report builder. Okay. Maybe you can explore more if you are more interested on their area, that area. Okay. So that is the paginated reports. Then Power BI server assessment. What you can do it is you can set up a gateway. You can watch YouTube videos or wherever you want to do it. Explore. You can set up a server and connect a small report using SQL server and do the schedule refresh. Right? This you can do it. So once you learn it, you can uninstall that gateway because it will use a lot of your RAM and whenever you're using your system, right? As I shown, right, in the task manager, right, it will be always running in the backend when you have that gateway setup is there in your mission, correct? To avoid that, maybe you can do that sort. Okay, here I have already shown that to you. So maybe, yeah, you can do that. You can do that gateway setup on your own, right? Why we need gateway? To refresh when we are in live connection. This is the interview question, right? So when we are in live connection or direct query connection, so why do we need a gateway, right? So we need because tiles we create won't refresh even on live connection or direct query connection, right? So the DQ mode, direct query connection, right? In order to refresh those tiles, right, we need to have that gateway in live connection also. Is it clear, all of you? A gateway is required in order to refresh the tiles. The tiles we don't refresh every day, once in a week or sometimes we can do it. In order to do that, we need a gateway. Okay. First of all, schedule refresh to do only, we need a gateway, right? This is one more, mainly people will be asking this question. So what are the different ways where we can do the schedule to, like we can share this option to the users, right? To share Power BI desktop developed, right? So share Power BI desktop developed dashboards with others, right? So need pro license. Okay. So first thing is what are the different sharing options is using PBIX file, we can share it to others. That is simple. We know that, right? So otherwise, usually we can give access to workspace for developers, or in some cases in development mode, we can provide view access to the business users, what they want to access with. This is also we can give access, right? Or we can share the embedded link also. Okay. And one more thing is, if they're not part of your organization, still we can share it with the embedded link and we can disable that link later. I told, right, how to disable that link also. There was a question here, how to disable that link. You can see, right? So we can share the embedded link and even they are not part of your organization, you can share that. Yeah. So you could see this is the things you should have understanding. To share Power BI desktop developed dashboards with others, need pro license to publish that, right? So we need a pro license or premium license. Yeah, so what I was saying is, yeah, I think all of you joined, right? So what I'm saying is, first of all, in order to publish this particular dashboard, which is there in desktop, using this publish option, we need a pro license to publish it. But without pro license also, we can publish into my workspace. My workspace is a personal, we can publish it, right? So with the pro license only, we can publish it to the, which one? Workspaces. Workspaces means projects, other projects which we created. That's what, to share Power BI desktop developed reports with others, right? So we need, first of all, so we need to publish that report, right? So that is what I have written here, right? So need pro license to publish the Power BI service in servers, other workspaces. Other workspaces means, so what we created, the projects, created folders are projects, right? So whatever we do for that, we need a license, not your own folder project. My workspace, we don't need it. Without license also, we can publish it. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So dashboards published in other workspace can be shared with other pro users only, right? Or premium users also. Pro or premium users also. Okay. Dashboard should be published on the Power BI premium workspaces to be able to share with free or non-pro organization users. So this is something we can share actually free of cost, like, right? So you could see like dashboard should be published on premium workspaces to be able to share with free or non-pro users also. I'm belongs to one organization, Accenture, right? If I want to access that report, even though I do not have pro account, then I can access it. So that is something we could do it with the free account also. We can access with for the content which is there in the premium workspaces. Okay, clear? So with premium, we don't need any license to access the dashboards. We can directly access it, the dashboards. Clear, guys, all of you? So these are the mostly 99% the questions we get it in the Power BI service, right? In service related, these are the questions we get it. You may set up the gateway, so which you can do it. So this we understood about, different types of accounts, right? So this is like admin related one, right? So how many workspace in order to set up, how many days they will take it? Premium capacity workspace setup 3 days, gateway setup 3 days. Like what we are doing right now, trying to do it the setup, right? They will take 3 days time. Usually that these and all, they will sometime they'll take it. Okay, so this is like for your understanding only, not like same for every organization. Okay, clear? So I already claimed Power BI workspace would cost $3,000 per 100 users annually, expecting 10 to 15 concurrent users. Shared costing model for, right? So this is like, okay, let me remove this. For projects or users to avoid full payment, right? So charged in 100 users increments only. Like if you have more users, then it will be like 100 users based on today, we can increment. Let's say I have 100 users are there, then 120 users are there, then we have to take 200 users capacity. So that's how it will be taken, capacity options which we have it. Clear all of you? This one, this I have already explained here, the same thing here again. Okay, so this is the one. And gateways, right? I already told what is a gateways. We have gateways on premises and a standard one, right? So standard one gateways and on premises gateways which we have it. So gateway is a bridge between data source. Whenever we are connecting with on premises data sources, it acts as a bridge to connect the data to refresh the data also, right? So we need a gateway, right? So Power BI gateway, Power BI gateway, you could see that, right? So you could see these images also, you can understand, right? So here are the data sources we have it, right? So this is the reporting users. In order to access this particular reports, I mean, like this is the Power BI service, right? So gateway is something we publish the reports, right? So this, in order to access this like latest data refresh, so we should have a gateway setup. So without gateway, we cannot get this. Okay, this is better actually. You could see these are the data sources which we have it, databases or databases. This is the Power BI reports where what we have it. In order to have the reports to be refreshed, so we should have a gateway as a intermediate. It is like a bridge, right? So where we set up this particular one. So which one? So where we set up right? So in this one, where we set up these gateways, right? So we should have a gateway, and so we give the credentials also in this COVID report, right? So we could see this is not required gateways, but we can give, it is a like directly we can give the credentials. It is a cloud one. I was able to give this, and I was able to do the refresh also, correct? So we can on the refresh, right? So daily, whatever the time we want, we can do this. Okay. Clear guys, all of you? So this is the mostly the gateway is required. So this option, if it is dataset is more than 2 MB, we can enable this for premium workspaces. It will improve the performance, right? So this is the all new options which we have it here. So I think that's it in Power BI service. Any questions anyone has? So basically here, so what we see, I will high level, I'll just take you through. So what is there in workspace? Here we create a folders, right? Workspace, right? Workspace is nothing but folders. We give it, we create it, right? So we can create it quickly, like, you know, test. I just given test, create it. So it is created. So this is the workspace we have it. Here we can publish these reports, whatever we do it from the service using the publish option. So once we publish it, so we have this here. If we want to move this one to app space, then we could create this app space and we can move it. So there is no content, so it is not showing. So when we go to this workspaces, let's say if we go to this particular one, you could see update app. If there is any changes are there, so we can update it so that this will be updated. Like you could see, I just given this name, and you can give access to this one. And here, these are the dashboards and links which we have it, right? So, and permissions, you could see we can add that users, right? So yeah, then we can update it. So when we update it, it will be done. Like this is the app space, right? So we know in workspace only we can do edit and all. And what are the dollar symbol is there? This is like premium capacity and this is normal capacity, right? So like pro version, pro capacity. Then so whatever it has been shared with me, it will, I could see this particular one. So in this one, this is the favorites, whatever that favorite one we have added, that we could see recent ones, which we could see it here. And here one more thing is I have not told, this is a new option which is there, create, right? Using this we can enter the data and paste it, or select the published data set also, right? We have already published a lot of data sources, right? So we can choose these also. I mean, we can select and we can take this as a data set also, right? So you could see, so we have a data set with a new copy, and we can develop the report, create a report, right? If you want to create a report, you can paste the data, right? Enter data, we have it, right? Using enter data, so we can paste the data and we can create it, and we can create a report, right? So that is also we can do it, right? Here just create and create. So using the published data sources, or you could do it, or we can develop using Power BI Desktop, right? We know how to develop it. So these are the data sources. Discard changes, yes, discard data sets which we have it already recently, or my data sources which we have it, right? App space means this is the one. Wherever dollar symbol is there, that is diamond symbol, so that is nothing but premium workspaces, and remaining are normal workspaces. Shared with me, this is the option. Pipelines is there, right? So pipelines is nothing but we can do in Azure Data Factory, like it is a ETL tool where we can do pipeline also creation, right? So this is a new option which is there available, and workspaces and app space, that's it. And here we have the settings option, right? So you could see content packs, embedded code settings, we have it, admin portal. So we can go to the admin portal also. So here we could see these are all, we don't see it like in projects, right? And here we have get data is there, right? So this get data also, we can get that, files or databases, we can connect, only these are supported, and we can get the data inside here, and we can connect with this also, right? For example, SQL database, Azure SQL is supported, as we do not have this one, right? So we can go to we can connect with this Azure SQL. Okay, it is saying to install desktop. Earlier it is supported, so now it is not supporting actually. So we can give credentials, and we can get the data inside here and use it. So file based is something like this. If you have local file, like Excel is there, right? So I want to get this particular data inside, so I could get that. You could see confirmed cases. Using this, I want to create a report, then I could do that, right? You could see, so we can create a report also in this data sets, available ones. So we have recent data sets. I mean, we can get the data and we can load it. This also we don't do it much, right? So big files. So we can get this loaded, or we can also connect with drives, OneDrive or something. Then it will do it, but we don't do these options here also, whatever we have it. It is like getting the data inside here and making the report. This, it is not one. Or we will see SSAS Tableau.
And Navin, what is number data flow?
So where do we have the data flow? See,
in the Power BI service only, I saw the data flow option.
Okay, let me go to there. So data flow.
Data sets and plus data flow.
Data sets and data flow, correct. So when you create these pipelines, deployment pipelines, or when you create this get data, right? When you do the refresh or something, so there that is a data flow. Data flows, that is like data flow can happen here only. Within here, we can create the data flows. So basically, this is data set only right now. So data flows is something where we can work on the data further, like to create the pipelines and all. For example, if you go and create a pipeline, test, I give it here. Typically, I just give a pipeline. So where we can get the data created. So we have this development, test, and production. Let's say development phase. No assigned workspace. Okay, assign a workspace. So this is a development phase which we are doing it here. Let's say this is the workspace I have assigned. Right? These two data sets are there. Two data sets are there. You could see these are the data sets and reports which we have it. So when we deploy, then it becomes a data flow. And same thing. Pipelines is something, it is little different. So when you are working on development phase, so we have three phases are there, right? Development phase and testing phase and production. So we can move the code, whatever we have it here, we can move the same code with the testing environment, and we can also move it to the further to the production and deployment. You could see. So deploy is there. So when you deploy it, right, copy the content to this particular one. So when you deploy it here, then it will again go to the production also. So we have three environments that can be managed with this pipelines creation. So this is can be done in Azure Data Factory, but they have given this here options. Data flows is nothing but, you understood, right? So we have this data set where we can create, like if you create something here, it becomes a data flow. Right, it is flowing from here. So whatever we added the content, then it becomes a data flow here. That's it. Okay.
One more. My dashboard, how many members are viewed? That can how can you know? Because of some 10 persons are view my dashboard.
Okay. So if you want to analyze like how many people are given this one dashboard, let's say if I go to the dashboard, right? So we get, there is an option called here only we should see analyze. Yeah, see, open usage metrics. Right? It will load and it will see how many people are seeing that particular dashboard. Right now it is only one because I have seen only one. So this is how we can export the data also. Okay. How? What is the question? Can you tell me? I will add it here.
Yeah. For my dashboard, how many viewers are viewed on my dashboard?
How to check the usage of the dashboards, right? How to check the usage of the dashboard. This is something I just now shown you, right? So this is how we can do that, right? So this will be, everything is blank, but you can see total views, total viewers, total shares, rank, all these things we could do it. Any other questions anyone has? Because this
how many ways I need to share my dashboards?
It is already there. Please go through this one. Okay.
Yeah, that is not. If you are sharing the dashboard, means be using the basic sharing and content packs and app share, publish app. Those ways you can share the dashboards.
Yeah, these are the options which we have it to share it.
Okay. No,
you mean to say any other way is there to share it?
Yeah, it is having the three ways. It is basic sharing. One app is one and content packs. It is a content packs also we can share the dashboards, and third one is publish app. That one also can share the dashboards to some other clients.
Embedded link also we can share it, or we can give the access to them, right? So even outside of the organization also we can do, or other ways you can share it with like PBIX file.
Okay.
So there is no other ways. We can see any report, we have it like any dashboard, right? So we get the sharing option here. So this way also we can share it.
It is a basic sharing option. It is a
Yeah,
basic
this is a
sharing
basic
option.
sharing only. It is also same only. We just give the mail ID and share it, right?
Yeah, right.
Providing the access means that is different here. Adding the users to the workspace. If they are like member or viewer, that is different. Yeah. Any other questions
Yeah.
anyone has?
Hello.
Yes.
How to report a Power BI host?
How to report a?
Power BI host.
I did not understand your question.
See, we can do the reports means there will be Power BI host is there. No, yesterday I went to some interview. They asked those questions for me.
You have to tell them like, can you elaborate your question? Can you tell me clearly? I'm not understanding your question, right? Even they ask me this question also, I'll tell them like, I will understand that question, right? Or you are saying, you know, how you are saying, I don't know. How to host your, what is that?
How to report in Power BI host?
I'm not understanding your question. Did you understand, guys, all of you? Anyone, please let me know if you understand that question. Any other questions anyone has? Hello? See, mostly 99%, right? These questions only will be asked. What are the questions is like top around like 10 questions are there, 10 to 12 questions. If you prepare properly, then it is fine. That is what it is there in server. There is nothing much. And also what I see as a end user, they cannot see all the options. Business user will not see all these options. As I am admin, then I'm seeing more. Okay. Any questions? Can we close this session now?
Okay, Naveen.
Fine then. Yeah. Just go through that and set up the gateway and try to explore those things. That's it. So fine then. I'm closing this session now. So we'll see tomorrow SSAS Tabler. Prepare the DAX and come, guys, all of you. Please prepare on
Okay,
DAX
Naveen.
and come, because there I will ask the questions on DAX.